Time now to check in with CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who's also the editor of CoinDesk's State of Crypto newsletter. Good morning, Nick. So, if you woke up this morning, Nick, you would have thought Russia and Vladimir Putin were all in on Bitcoin and crypto, but I think it's a little more nuanced than that. Maybe you could temper expectations for us.
Good morning. Yeah. So this morning, Vladimir Putin said that, or he was asked about crypto, as you mentioned earlier in the show, and he didn't really, say that Russia's going all in on crypto. He didn't say it was a bad thing. He just kind of acknowledged that, it exists and it's being used, but he doesn't currently see it as having a major role in, in Russia's own efforts to move its oil trade away from the U.S. dollar or in, anything else that they're doing right now. But the conversation was part of a broader one about just kind of moving away from the U.S. dollar in general, citing, concerns about how the U.S. uses the dollar in its sanctions regime. And, in theory, this is a use case for Bitcoin, but the fact that, a world leader who is looking at, doing it is not looking at Bitcoin as a viable solution right now, maybe it is kind of just a statement of, Bitcoin is there. It exists. It's not going away, but it's also maybe not quite to whatever level of robustness that world leaders like Vladimir Putin are looking for.
So, Nick, is this basically meant to sort of annoy President Biden, particularly when it comes to issues such as Iran? This isn't the first time that Putin or Russia has, or other countries has said that the dollar shouldn't be the currency for oil, for instance. But nonetheless, every time they toy with European contracts, Euro contract on oil, it kind of goes nowhere. Is this more of just Putin just trying to get under the skin of the Biden administration a little bit by needling at the dollar?
Yeah, I think that's one interpretation, and it's also kind of a broader, the broader picture of U.S.-Russia relations. For example, Biden's holding a summit on ransomware, convening, I think, 30 different countries. Russia has been named as a key player in this issue, but it's not invited to this coalition. So, just kind of stepping back a bit, you could say that the Russia's relationship with the U.S. and with the dollar in general has been kind of frosty, especially the last year or so, and last couple of years it's been growing. And so this kind of feels like more just kind of another step along that kind of path rather than a specific anything too specific, basically.
Nick, do you have any idea where this CBDC report is that the Fed was supposed to come out with last week?
They've been promising it for quite a while. I'm sure it's going to happen, but at this point, I think your guess is as good as mine. Every time an official is asked, they just say, "Okay, it's coming soon." So yeah, it's coming soon.
It's there with OJ's study to try to find the real killers, I think.
Yeah,
pretty much.
We're waiting on you, Jay Powell.